Yeah. So uh, cameras on. Sorry. Okay. So today we're going to continue our look into Bernoulli's principle and try to finish up as much of the exercise questions as we can. And as I said before, Bernoulli's principle is actually quite a very easy principle. It is a relationship between the velocity and the pressure on a fluid. Okay, and we know that the relationship is inversely proportional. When the velocity of the fluid is high, okay, then the pressure it exerts is going to be low. Okay, that particular region where the velocity is higher, that region there will have experienced a low pressure. Okay, and then of course the other way around. So one of the examples that I discussed last week, which I want to really go properly this week, is to talk about this lah. The first one is this penyembur racun serangga, uh, insecticide spray lah. But basically, so the first thing is what happens at the narrow opening here. Okay, when the piston is pushed into the cylinder, the first thing is when you push this one, you're basically pushing out the air over here, okay, at a very high speed. And because it is being pushed at a very high speed, over here, okay, over here at the narrow opening, there is going to be a very low pressure region. Okay, and then the question is, how does the insecticide rise through this metal tube over here? Okay, so it is because there is a high atmospheric pressure inside this bekas because there's an opening over here. Okay, so the atmospheric pressure, which is higher, okay, will cause the insecticide to be pushed through the metal tube. Okay, and the fine spray is produced when the insecticide which rises through the metal tube will be pushed by the air from the narrow opening as fine spray. Okay, so that's why even though your insecticide kan, your racun serangga kan, dia dalam bentuk cecair, bila kamu spray kan dia akan keluar sebagai fine spray lah, macam titisan-titisan, and not just like pss, macam macam you know like air bukan mengalir keluar lah, tapi it is in a spray form. Okay, but the point is this lah, you want to create a situation where there is a difference in pressure. High pressure over here, low pressure over here. Okay, and because there is a difference in pressure, this is the key word. Because there is a difference in pressure, the difference in pressure will cause a force. Okay, and the force will push the insecticide from the high pressure region to the low pressure region. So actually, basically, if you think about it, what you are basically doing over here is you're just pushing air. You're not even pushing this. You have nothing at all to do with this insecticide. Okay, bukan kamu yang menyebabkan itu insecticide keluar tau. Sebenarnya it is atmospheric pressure that is pushing the insecticide out. All you are doing is just pushing air only. Okay, it sounds very useless lah, right? When you think about it now, it's like, itu sejak saya punya kegunaan, saya tolak udara saja. But yeah, that's the point. You push air at a very high velocity so that you can create a region, satu kawasan yang tekanannya rendah. Okay, that's your job. So next time when you want to spray something, think about it. Oh, I'm just pushing air. I'm just pushing air. I'm just pushing air. Okay, that's all I'm useful for. Okay. Wow, bravo. Saya punya kegunaan ini sangat banyak ini. Saya hanya boleh menolak udara saja. Okay, the real hero in this situation is actually the atmospheric pressure. So jangan kamu perasan. Okay, it's, oh look, I'm spraying the plants. No, you're not spraying the plants. It's the atmospheric pressure that is spraying the plants. Okay, so this it's a good check lah for us lah. We must be humble. Okay, jangan kita don't. Let's not be so megah-megah like, wow, I'm so proud I can push this. Nothing lah, okay? Atmospheric pressure is the real hero. Okay, this is what I was talking about the other day, and I failed to explain this, so I want to explain this properly lah. So it's a Bunsen burner, not a Bunsen burner. What is this? Oh no, sorry, Bunsen burner. Okay, Bunsenburner. Okay, sorry, excuse the spelling. So they marked with X the region where the gas flows with high speed. So the gas flows with high speed over here. Okay, what happens at the jet when a Bunsen burner is connected to the gas supply? So the X is over here. Here is where the high speed is. Okay, the gas is flowing inside here with high speed. So when you open this one, so the high speed gas will move out through the jet, okay, to produce a low pressure region. So here, low pressure region. So the high atmospheric pressure from the outside will push the air to enter the hole. So over here, okay, over here, because the gas is flowing very fast, okay, it is going to create a low pressure region over here. That's why itu lubang udara kan, the udara boleh masuk ke dalam. Okay, and that's why the gas doesn't come out, because the atmospheric pressure is higher than the pressure of the gas in this particular region. And why is it higher? Because the gas flow is very fast. So when the gas flows very fast, over here where the lubang udara is, okay, logically if you think about it, kalau di sini ada lubang kan, mesti itu gas akan keluarlah daripada lubang tersebut kan. The gas should be going out from the lubang. So the question is, why is the gas not going out from the lubang, but it is going upwards? Okay, dia akan terus naik ke atas. Because it is going at a very fast speed, going at a very high velocity, and because it's high velocity, it has low pressure. And because of that, the atmospheric pressure will push the air to enter the hole. Okay, and the air from outside plus the gas from the gas, okay, will mix and will menghasilkan the blue flame. So the air will mix with the gas to produce a complete combustion. Okay, pembakaran lengkap lah. Okay, so pembakaran lengkap, complete combustion. You know there is complete combustion if the flame is blue color. Okay, kalau dia adalah pembakaran tidak lengkap, if it is an incomplete combustion, then the flame will be yellow color. Okay, and you know that it is yellow color because you're only burning the gas. Okay, so blue flames, okay, nyalaan api warna biru is a mixture of the gas and also the air from outside. That's why when you use the Bunsen burner kan, you have to make sure the lubang udara is open so that there is enough air to go in to produce a blue flame. If you close the lubang udara, apa yang dibakar hanyalah gas sahaja. Only the gas is being burnt, and that's why the flame is yellow color. Okay, so you need a mixture of the blue of the air and also the gas lah. Okay, in order to make sure that you have a blue color flame. Okay, but as I said, the most important thing is Bernoulli's principle is useful here to explain why the gas doesn't come out of the hole. Okay, why is it that the atmospheric pressure is able to push the air into the hole to mix together with the gas? Because the gas is flowing out with high speed. Gas flow out with high speed, according to Bernoulli's principle, it will produce a low pressure region. And that's why atmospheric pressure, once again, atmospheric pressure is the winner of the day. Okay, all right. This is the one that we talk about the banana kick. Now, why is it that sometimes when you kick the ball or when you throw a ball, dia boleh spin. Okay, so I want to talk about this spin. So figure A shows a moving ball that is not spinning, whereas B is spinning. Okay, so the difference between A and B, in diagram B, the ball is spinning clockwise direction. So the ball is spinning this way. Okay, at the bottom, okay, the air stream moves to the left, and at the bottom, the air stream moves to the left, and at the top, the air stream moves to the right. Okay, so in diagram A, the ball is moving to the right. Okay, the airstream moves to the left as opposite lah. But because in this one, the ball is spinning. So sambil dia bergerak ke depan, it is also spinning. Okay, so this explains why. Okay, so in this case, so the diagram below shows a spinning ball moving through the air. Okay, so this ball is going this way, and the air is, the ball is being kicked or being thrown to the right lah. Okay, and because of that, the airflow is always opposite. But because it is spinning, notice this way, okay, the ball is spinning. Okay, so how do you throw a spin ball? Okay, you use this in bowling, you use this in baseball, you even use this in football. Okay, but since the ball is spinning, so this is the direction of the spinning. okay, clockwise lah. And then now we see over here that the direction of the spinning ball at the top over here, it is opposite direction. The airflow is going to the left, but the ball is spinning to the right. It is going to spin in the opposite direction to the airflow. Manakala, in this one, okay, in at the bottom part of the ball, the airflow and the direction of the spinning is the same direction. Both are going towards the left. So what is going to happen here is you're going to have a resultant force, okay, that is always going towards the region where both the direction of the spinning and the direction of the airflow is the same direction. Okay, so the bottom side of the ball has a high velocity of air because both the airstream, okay, yang luar ini, combined as the flow of the airstream is in the same direction of the spin. Okay, the top side has a low velocity of air. Okay, because it is, dia bercanggahan lah. The spin is going this way, but the airflow is going this way. So the velocity of the air di atas sini adalah rendah. The velocity of the air di bawah sini adalah tinggi. And Bernoulli's principle states that if the velocity is low, the pressure is going to be high. And if over here the velocity is high, the pressure is going to be low. So the difference in pressure, okay, will cause a resultant force from the high pressure to the low pressure region. So the ball, of course, the ball will not go down. The ball will continue to go right and down, macam ni. Okay, and that's why you get that curve over there. So all of this, this one is especially one of the more interesting things about Bernoulli's principle. Okay, when you spin the ball, that's why when people play bowling, right? I don't know how many of you played bowling before, but nobody plays bowling and just throw the ball like that one. You're going to be a real professional. You have to know how to spin the ball and everything because, I always find it very interesting. Sorry, I'm not a very good bowler. Okay, mine is about 100, so not very good. So whenever I play bowling, whenever I see people play bowling, I'm always very amazed how they can spin the ball so that at first the ball goes one way and then after that it goes another way. But actually, if you think about it, it's really just Bernoulli's principle. Okay, the direction of the spin and the direction of the airflow, as long as they are in the same direction, they will have a high velocity of air. High velocity of air will produce a low pressure region. So high pressure to low pressure region, that's why the ball will change direction. Okay, like this lah. Okay, so this is another one. So you see the guy just like spin the bowling ball like that. Wow, that's so fast. Can we play that again? I can't. Oh, I can play that again. Okay, so he just, I don't know how he does that. No, I don't know how he does that spinning ball thing now, but it's so interesting. Okay. Oh no, you guys can't hear this, right? Okay. Okay, there's this game, France and Brazil lah. Okay, so this player called Roberto Carlos lah. This is the video lah. Okay, and so this is one of the very famous free kicks lah. Okay, so his kick send the ball to one side and then it will go into the goal lah. According to Newton's first law of motion. Okay, you know what? I'm going to share this video with you later lah. Okay? Because there's so much he's saying that I can't even figure out what to say to you. Okay, so anyway, let me see if I can move on. Oh, okay, so look at the video at the bottom lah. This is what this one lah. Look at how far he's running and then he does that kick lah. Okay, totally swerve over there side. You look at the guys they didn't even jump, but interestingly the goal went in lah. Okay, that banana kick look. Okay, so it's like wow, nobody even Nobody even this one. Oh, okay, this is something nearer to home, I think. Why is this guy holding his knees? Okay, anyway. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of football videos today. La 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 la. Okay. Where's the ball? Oh, okay, there's the ball. So I guess he's going to do another banana cake lah. Yeah, I don't know where the word banana cake came from, but it, you know, the lintasan bola itu kan macam bentuk banana lah, dia curve macam itu. Okay. So remember all this is the ball spinning and also against the direction of the air lah. So same direction with the spin. Yeah. So do you notice that the spin is like this way and then goes out like that? It's quite an interesting spin lah. Okay. It takes skill, you know. It's not just anybody that can, like, you know, kick the ball in that certain direction lah. Okay, so okay, can I go on? Okay, let's not see guys hugging themselves because it's COVID and we don't want to see people social distancing. Okay, so you must social distancing. Okay, this is another application of Bernoulli's principle. This is what is a kapal layar, sailboat lah, sailboat. But here we're talking about the sail itself lah. Okay, notice actually the shape of the sail is like the shape of the aerofoil. Okay, which is the same shape as the wing of the airplane. So if we compare the speed of the airstream at A and B, okay, if we look at the sail, just like the airplane punya wing, right? We know that on top over here, okay, the speed of the air must be higher because it has a bigger path to follow. Manakala di bawah kan A ni dia lurus saja kan, so it's a little bit slower lah. Okay, B has dia punya lintasan lebih banyak, so the speed of the air, okay, at B is higher than at A. And so because of that, okay, B will have a lower pressure compared to A. Because speed of B is higher, so B will have lower pressure, A will have a higher pressure. Okay, so since A has a higher pressure, B has a lower pressure, the resultant force will be going towards this way, this direction, from high pressure to low pressure region. Okay, so the boat will be moving in this direction. Okay, we'll be going up here like that. Okay, yeah. Okay, so how does the sailboat move forward against the wind? Okay, so number one, we said air moves with high speed at B and low pressure, and then high pressure at A. So there's a difference in pressure, which will produce a resultant force this way. So the boat will move forward against the wind. The wind is coming this way. Okay, the wind is coming this way. Okay, and because the wind is coming this way, the force that is generated because of the sail is pushing this way. This enables our boat to move forward. Okay, so dia macam this sail dia macam menghalang this angin from pushing it backwards lah. So that's why the boat can still move forward against the wind. Okay. Okay, this is another one, which is a roof of a house. Okay, that is lifted by strong winds. So explain how this roof is lifted. Okay, but we think about it always the same lah. The air moves with a high speed above the roof. Okay, so di atas bumbung ini, okay, the air will move with very high speed, and because it's high speed, it will be low pressure. Okay, there will be low pressure in here. Okay, sorry, there will be low pressure above the roof of the house. Okay, and because of that, inside the house or underneath the roof, there will be a higher pressure. Okay, and because there's a difference in pressure, you're going to hear, you already heard this word so many times. The difference in pressure will cause a resultant force upward. Okay, and that's why the roof will be pushed upwards because of the difference in pressure. Okay, so when you build a house, make sure that it is able to stand strong winds, because Bernoulli's principle. Okay, actually, yeah, a lot of houses their roofs fly off because of Bernoulli's principle. Just remember, above the roof, high speed. High speed means low pressure. Low pressure means underneath the roof is high pressure. Okay. This one I explained before. This is the spoiler or the splitter in the car. Okay, and we want to produce a downward force. Okay, that's why the direction of the aerofoil is terbalik. Okay, kalau macam yang kapal terbang itu kan, the direction of the aerofoil is yang melengkung di atas dan yang straight di bawah. Okay, but we want this one, we want the direction of the force to be downwards, kan? Because bahagian sini yang aerofoil ini will have high velocity. High velocity means low pressure, Bernoulli's principle. Kalau low pressure di bawah means high pressure di atas. Kalau high pressure di atas, low pressure di bawah, there will be a resultant force. Okay, I hope that I have explained this enough times for you to remember. Actually, the explanation is always the same one. High velocity, low pressure. Low pressure means, yeah, it's like that. High velocity, low pressure. Low velocity, high pressure. Difference in pressure produce a resultant force in the direction that you, from the high pressure to the low pressure. Okay, always that way. It's just that where do you want the force to go? If the airplane, you want the force to go up, because you want to fly. But if the racing car, you want the force to go down. Okay, so that the car is a lot more stable. Okay, so nobody puts their spoiler terbalik one, okay, unless you want the car to fly. But anyway. Okay, so let's do a couple of exercise questions. I think I've done explaining. So take a look at this question. Okay, I'm sorry that I don't have the English version for this, but basically it's just this lah. Okay, what happens if you bola pingpong ditiup di antara kedua-dua? So let's say I do the straw thing lah. Okay, what happens to this? Can I have Adam to answer this? What's the answer? Sorry, is Adam here?
Yes, sir.
What happens to the two ping pong balls?
Separates, like goes away from each other.
Goes away from each other. So you're
D.
saying D. Okay.
Yeah.
Does everybody agree?
No.
B.
Okay. Okay. So Valerisa, what do you think?
B.
B. Kenapa B?
Bernoulli's principle.
Okay, that's the short version lah. But tell me what happens when you blow. Bila kamu tiup di sini bahkan, okay, what happens?
They produce a region of low pressure compared to the pressure of the surrounding.
Okay, so over here where I'm marking the X, because you blow very fast, okay, it's going to be low pressure. So low pressure in the center means high pressure at the side. Okay, high pressure at the side means that the pressure will push the ball towards one another. Okay, Adam, if you don't believe me, you try this on your own. I'm very sure that you will not get D1. Okay. Yeah, I'm very sure. Unless you have external factors like you have the fan blowing that's different Okay, it's very hard to get D1, but it's very logical actually. If you think about it, it's very natural for people to choose the answer D, and because you think that the wind will push the thing away. Okay, but actually it's not. The wind goes through and creates a region of low pressure. All right, good. Number 2. So this one shows the wing of an airplane that is moving with constant acceleration that is going towards the left. Okay, which of these is correct? The daya angkat, which is the lift force, is bigger than the weight of the object. The daya paduan dalam arah gerakan objek adalah sifar. The resultant force is 0. Pressure at P is higher than Q. Apa ini? Halaju udara. What's halaju udara? Wind, air velocity at P is faster than Q. Okay, which one is correct? Is Eliska here? Eliska? Mana yang betul? C. Tekanan di kawasan P lebih tinggi dari kawasan Q. Really? Think about this. Ini aerofoil bahkan. Bahagian atas yang melengkung. Bahagian bawah yang flat.
kah?
A. Daya angkat lebih besar daripada berat objek. Not really actually. Belum tahu lagi lah. Saya tidak cukup maklumat untuk memberitahu benda ini. Okay, actually jawapannya adalah D lah. D. Halaju udara di kawasan P. Okay, the velocity at P is higher. Did somebody raise their hand? Kenapa Valerisa? Why did you raise your hand?
Tidak tertekan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so D, yeah. The speed velocity is higher in P than Q. Okay. Now, kalau saya mau cakap, if I want to say that the lift force is bigger than the weight of the object, then the direction won't be this way, no. It will be like, maybe like this way, like this lah. Then you say that the lift force is bigger than the object. But for now, it is going straight sahaja. Okay. And I cannot say that the resultant force is zero because there is the word acceleration. Okay, remember I've already mentioned this since chapter 1. Resultant force 0 means no acceleration or constant velocity. Okay, so we cannot say B memang salah lah. Okay, so D is the answer. The speed, just remember, aerofoil kan, the curved side, this is a very ugly aerofoil lah, but the curved side will always experience faster air than the flat side. Okay, the flat side, the air will be slower. Okay, this one shows this one. So A, B, C, D. Which one will have the lowest pressure? Tekanan yang paling rendah. Angeline?
B.
Sorry, which one is this? B or D?
B.
B. B will have a low pressure region. Really? This wing is actually going upwards, you know. Okay, if the wing is going upwards, means it is going from a high pressure region to a low pressure region. So the actual answer is D lah. Okay, D will experience a low pressure. Why is it experiencing low pressure? Because it is experiencing high velocity. Okay, Bernoulli's principle. All right. So this one shows sehelai kertas on this one. So when you have a high speed air above the paper, okay, what happens to this paper? Let's have somebody from the back lah. Well, Wilson. Is it going to be going upwards or going downwards or not moving at all? Got air, so no move. Sorry?
Wait for what?
Terangkat ke atas means it's going to go up lah. Is it going to go up or is it going to go down? Or is it not going to move at all? This is A.
Oh,
Okay, it's
A.
going to, yeah, it's going to go up lah. Okay, because over here, high velocity means low pressure. Low pressure means down here is high pressure. High pressure down here means there's a difference in pressure. You will create a force that forces the paper to go up. Okay, later if you're very stressed, right, you take a piece of paper and you blow lah. Okay, blow until the paper goes up. Sure, it will go up one. Okay, this is another one. This is candle, 2 candles. So this guy over here, dia meniup kuat di antara kedua lilin. So he has 2 candles and it will be, he blows in between the 2 of them lah. Okay, the 2 candles. Okay, let's have Wilson to answer this. What happens? Mengapakah nyalaan lilin itu mendekati antara satu sama lain? Why do they come nearer to one another?
The pressure between the candle is low.
Okay, the pressure between the candle is low. Hebat lah, Wilson pun boleh terjemah. Next time saya suruh lah Wilson jadi saya punya penterjemah. Okay, so yeah, blowing in between the candles, high velocity, so the pressure will be low. That's why the two of them come nearer to one another. Okay, so Raja 10 menunjukkan seorang budak lelaki sedang meniup. This is the same principle as the insecticide spray. And actually, if you want to annoy somebody, right, you can actually do this. You take the straw, right, you put inside the glass, then you blow above the straw in front of your friend's face, lah. Then he'll be like, psst, look at that, lah. Okay, then he'll be so annoyed with you. Okay, but basically this is Bernoulli's principle, lah. Okay, yeah. So maybe during dinner tonight, makan malam ni malam kan kau cubalah, kau ambil straw, kau letakkan, terus kau tiup. And you will find that the spray will come out. If you blow hard enough, you must blow hard enough lah. Don't lah like that lah. You must like that. Okay, then you, yeah. Some of it will be your speed also lah, but you. Okay, Formula One. Let's not do this question lah. The same question all the way. Okay. What time does our class finish? 2:30. No, I don't want to do this because this one we've done already. This one also we've done. I don't want to do this. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think we should do this. Okay, sorry. Let's do this. Okay, so diagram 20.1 shows the situation of a sheet of paper before the air is blown and after the air is blown. But this one just now we established lah, it goes up lah. Okay, so diagram 20.2 shows before the lorry moves and after the lorry moves. Why is it that after the lorry moves, the canopy goes up like that? Okay, so what is meant by speed? Speed is, this is not a very good definition, but speed is the rate of change of distance. Okay, rate of change of distance. Okay, so based on diagram 20.1 and 20.2, okay, state two similarities for the two situations. Okay, so the similarity is if there is no pergerakan udara, the kertas, the paper and the canopy will not be terangkat lah. Okay, or if there is a gerakan udara, if there is an airflow, okay, the paper and the canopy will both will be terangkat ke atas, will be lifted lah. Okay, so you can say one, you have to say both similarities. Okay, now let's talk about the paper. Compare the air pressure above and below the paper when the air is blown. Okay, talk about the air pressure. Can you compare the air pressure above and below the paper, please, Brendan?
The air pressure above the paper is lower.
Okay, the air pressure. Okay, so the air pressure above the paper is lower, okay, than the below the paper. Tekanan di atas adalah kurang daripada tekanan di bawah. Very good. Okay, so relate the speed of the air to the pressure of the air. Michelle.
The higher the speed of the air, the lower the pressure of the air.
Okay, very good. The higher the speed of the air, the lower the pressure of the air. That's why on top here is low pressure and on bottom here is high pressure. Because over here, high speed of air. Okay, good. So name the principle is Bernoulli's principle. Let's not talk about this. Okay, so this is diagram 20.3. So this is the Venturi tube. Shows an instrument used to measure the speed of air. Okay, so in diagram 20.3, the levels of colored water in the U tube are the same before the air flows. Okay, compare the speed of the air at P and Q. So here is P and here is Q while air is flowing. Okay, fine. Kita andaikan, let's assume that this question is asking udara sudah, saya mau cakap air sudah, sorry. Udara, when udara mengalir di sini, okay, compare the speed here and compare the speed over here. Okay, Iqbal? What do you think? Who has a bigger speed, P or Q? Sorry?
P.
Okay, P has a higher speed than Q. Okay, very good. Sebab dia lebih sempit. Okay, so you just need to remember that kawasan yang lebih sempit kan udara akan, udara akan mengalir dengan lebih laju. Okay, now think about this for a while. Here you have high velocity of air. Okay, over here you have low velocity of air. Now, before the air is flowing, okay, keadaan air adalah macam ini. Okay, now think about this. What happens when the air flows? What happens to this water level? Who is going to be higher and who is going to be lower? Okay, I'll give you 10 seconds to think about this, then I will call a name. Okay, let's have Damir. Paras air mana yang lebih tinggi? Sebelah P ke sebelah Q? Damir.
Q.
Q lebih tinggi daripada P. Okay? Okay. Kenapa? Cuba kau jelaskan kenapa. Damir, is still you. Kenapa kamu rasa Q dia punya paras air lebih tinggi? So, Damir is saying this. Q will have higher water level. Damir, kenapa?
Tak tahu lah saya.
Okay. Elijah, you want to help? Kan diorang dua ni satu rumah ni. Tidaklah kan. Elijah, are you there?
Yes, sorry.
Oh, tak, yes. Okay. So, do you think Damir's answer is acceptable? Do you agree with Damir's answer?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, then tell me why. Why do you think Q will have a higher water level?
Sebab tolakan angin kot.
Okay, sebab tolakan angin. Okay, that's interesting. Thank you. So actually, let me see. Actually, it's terbalik lah. Okay, ini salah ini. Okay, actually P akan tertolak ke atas dengan lebih banyak. Because why? Oh no, it's not explained. Because over here we already said the halaju is tinggi. Kalau halaju tinggi, the tekanan is rendah. So in this lubang, tekanan dia rendah. Sini lubangnya tekanan adalah tinggi. So bila di sini tekanannya tinggi, when the pressure is higher in this hole, there is going to be a bigger pressure over here. Oh no. There's going to be a bigger pressure over here and this will be pushed up. Okay, so over here is the water level. Q dia punya water level adalah lebih rendah, manakala P dia punya water level adalah lebih tinggi. Okay, think about it in terms of pressure. Okay, always think about it in terms of pressure. Bukan angin yang tolak itu, Elijah. Okay, it's the pressure. It is the pressure yang menolak. Okay. Alright, this is a spoiler. Oh, I don't want to talk about this. Do I want to this one? No need lah. I think no need. Wait. Okay, I want to talk about this. So you have four designs of perfume spray. Okay, P, Q, R, S with different specifications. So this is an example of a paper 2 section B question lah. You are required to determine the most suitable design of a perfume spray to produce a fine spray. Okay, so you have these 4 aspects. The size of the squeeze bulb, okay, this one. So you only got 2 size lah, either small size or big size. 2, elasticity of the squeeze bulb. Kamu mau yang kenyal kah, kamu mau yang tidak kenyal. Okay, shape of the mid tube. Where is the mid tube? Oh, here. Okay, you want a wider diameter or a narrow diameter? Okay, and then the size of the nozzle. Do you want a narrow nozzle or a wide nozzle? Okay, take a look a little bit more carefully at this. Okay, at the 4. Come up with your choice for this one. Think of the reasons why. Okay, think of the reasons why now. And then after that, I'm going to call a few people to answer this lah. Okay, is this the only one? Oh yeah, okay, fine. So I give you 2 minutes. Okay, think about this. Which size you want, which elasticity you want, shape and size. Give me the reason as well. Okay, 2 minutes. Isabella, are you there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So which size do you think is suitable? A big bulb or a small bulb?
I think small.
Small, why small?
I think lighter.
Lighter lah, okay, lighter if it is small. Okay, that's quite an interesting perspective. Don't worry, let's go on to the next one. Elasticity of the squeeze bulb. Tian. Elastic or non-elastic?
Elastic,
Okay, why elastic?
so more like easy to easy to pitch it.
Yeah, easy to squeeze. So actually, I find that so a few years ago, I came up with this question for exam. I'm not saying it's coming out for exam. It's not coming out because Bernoulli's principle is definitely not coming out. But I find that especially for the first and the second one, the size and the elasticity, people don't know how to explain why. I mean, we just know that, oh, okay, we want elastic. But why? Why do we want elastic? Then you get answers like Tian's answers, like easy to pitch it. Okay, like how do you answer correctly? Like we know, okay, it must be elastic kan, obviously But why do we want it to be elastic? Okay, so this is where we learn how to answer. Okay, so far you are saying, or at least the people that I'm asking, you are saying that you want it to be small size. Isabella said small size so that it's lighter. Tian says it's elastic so that it's easy to pitch it. Okay. Jacinta, the shape of the mid tube. Wide diameter or narrow diameter?
Sempit.
Sempit. Why?
Because kalau sempit, the velocity is low. Oh, the velocity is higher and then the pressure is lower supaya dia senang naik.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So we are going with we're going with narrow. Okay. What did we say? Small size. Small size. Okay. And say elastic. Okay. I can see some people, they're like, no. But okay, don't worry. Okay, we just accept all opinions first, then we learn together. Okay, lastly, size of the nozzle. Can I have Louis for this size of the nozzle? Do you think the nozzle should be a wide nozzle or a narrow nozzle?
A narrow nozzle.
Why narrow nozzle?
To make the spray more wider.
To make the spray more wider. Okay, all right. That's a very interesting thing. So now notice that according to the 4 people that I've chosen just now, we only have R. R seems to be the best choice because it fits 3. But the only thing is R is big size. Manakala Isabella just now chose a small size one. Okay, don't worry. Let's look at the answer together lah. Okay, number one, it should be big. Okay, it should be big size pemicit. Sorry. Okay, so that you can have a lot more air. Okay, you want to press more air lah. Did somebody say something? Hold on. R. Yeah, no. Sorry, what's his name? Iqbal. We are saying R because kalau kita tik 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 bahkan hanya R saja yang ada paling banyak tik. Okay, but R may not be the answer lah. Let's just go over it and see lah. Okay, so we are saying actually the bola pemicit actually should be big. Although I think actually Isabella's answer also makes sense lah. You want it to be lighter, so that's why you have a small this one. But actually, nowadays kita pakai perfume yang spray macam ni bahkan. This is the perfume yang dulu itu tak yang itu yang kau picit-picit itu bola. So actually we want a big bola pemicit lah. We want a big bulb so that you can push more air. Okay, lebih banyak udara boleh ditolak keluar. If you have a small one, then you're always going to have very little air. No? So it's like maybe just 1 or 2 drops only on your face. So you want to have a lot of drops lah. Okay, so you use a big bulb. Okay, so no worries. Next one is elastic. Okay, so this one, Tian got this correct, but how to explain? Okay, so that we can always go back to the definition of elasticity. Okay, so that it can return to its original state. Original state kan dia besar. Kan? If it is inelastic, lepas kau picitkan, bila kau lepaskan, dia akan terus kempis. And we want it to go back to its original state. Okay, another reason can be you need less pushing force. Okay, less daya mampatan you need less pushing force. So you press a bit then a lot will come out. If it is inelastic, you need to really press baru ada banyak udara keluar. Okay, but if you are unsure of how to answer, always go back to the definition of elasticity. Okay, elasticity can always go back to the original position or original state. Okay, after you let go of the ball. Okay, so you want to press and then when you let go, the ball will come back by itself lah. Okay, it won't just stay kempis macam tu. Okay, this is the one that probably is a little bit controversial. You want the diameter of this one to be narrow. Okay, you want to narrow this one so that you have high speed. Okay, high speed to produce a low pressure region. Okay, and you want a narrow muncong also. Okay, you have a narrow muncong so that, and this is where what's his name, Louis got this correct lah, so that you can spray a wider area. Okay, and because of that, our correct, memang correct lah, R is correct lah. So don't worry guys. Let's say lah contohnya kan, macam kau bagi semua jawapan, tetapi macam Isabella punya kan, dia bagi yang pertama itu salah. Okay, the first answer may be wrong, but you still chose the correct one in the end because kita selalu kembali kepada how many ticks or how many circles did you get most lah. Okay, so that's why sometimes kalau kamu punya soalan macam ni kan, analyze the jadual or the picture first. Okay, I usually use circle lah. I usually use circle to explain what I want lah. Okay, so I want, narrow diameter and narrow this one, elastic. So I find that, of all the 4 pictures, R has the best because 3 out of 4 has been circled. Okay, and then so even if let's say like macam tadi kan, you gave Isabella's answer yang pertama itu salah bahkan, it still doesn't matter, you will still be able to get the right one in the end. Okay, so don't worry about it so much lah. Okay, and then of course the reason will be big size, elastic squeeze bulb, you have a narrow shape of tube at the middle and a small size of the nozzle. Okay, all right, so I think that's it.